the components of the grant proposal. Part of it is similar to the research proposal. Okay? You need to have a particular issue that you are addressing. You're addressing an issue, and that issue needs to be narrow. Okay? You've researched it by composing a research question and looking at the literature and understanding it. So now you have an issue that you have determined. And I already said that the issue could be a problem. It could be a gap that you need to address. It could be a need. It could be an opportunity. So you need to justify why you are seeking. Okay? You write a justification statement. And I'm going to go through all of the different components quickly, but this is how they are sequenced. You begin with the justification, why this is needed. Okay? You look at the related literature. What is the state of knowledge on this particular issue so far? Okay? You outline your solution. Starting number 3, all of this is really your solution. The first part is the problem, the justification. There's a problem, there's a gap. That's the justification. And the rest, you need to invest in the outlining the solution in different parts. Okay? You need to make sure that your grant proposal is not top-heavy. What does that mean? So if you're writing 10 pages, you don't want 8 pages to be the problem and what happened, you know, what's the state of knowledge on that. And then 2 pages that are your solution that you need funding for. That's top-heavy. Same thing with the research when your dissertations and theses. You don't want the introduction and literature review to take 2/3 of the dissertation. That's top-heavy. Where is your contribution? That's the part that you give emphasis to and you provide space for. Okay? The rest is introductory. You need it, but it's introductory. Okay? So starting number 3 all the way down, these are the parts of the solution or the proposal that you are making. So number 3 is the missions, the goals, the objectives. So you're breaking down the steps of your project, and then you're describing it in a narrative. Okay? And then you have the work plans, and if you are a group of researchers, what are the roles of each person? Okay? You have a timeline again, like the proposal. But this time, this is what makes a grant proposal different from a research proposal. The grant proposal is not just requesting permission, it's requesting financial support. So you cannot write a grant proposal without a budget. All right? You know, at the university, at the American university where I work with a program that offers some financial support for students to travel to conferences abroad. Many students will write an abstract of their research, they will outline the proposal, and they will leave out the budget part. Allah. So what am I supposed to sponsor if you have not done your homework and researched the costs and you're not giving me a budget? So you need to outline the budget and give a justification for that budget to show that you've actually looked at alternatives, that what you are requesting is cost effective. Okay? You've looked at different alternatives. So for example, if you are in engineering and you are looking at buying a particular type of concrete, but there are different brands, so you've looked at the different brands and you've made the decision that this is what's going to work for my experiment. Okay? So you justify why you have chosen that one, although there is another alternative that is a little cheaper, but it won't work for your purposes. Okay? So you justify your costs. You also break it down. So if you're requesting £2,000 for travel, what does it cover? It covers an air ticket for X airline, okay? It covers 6 nights at this cost, so you break it down. And then you have an evaluation plan. I'm going to go through these one per slide, but I've already given the overview, so it'll be quicker. Okay? An evaluation plan, how do you plan to measure the success of what you propose? Okay? How do you make it sustainable beyond the grant money? And how do you disseminate that information? How do you make it public? Okay? And finally, once again, are you following professional ethics in doing your work? Are you complying by professional ethics?